Alright, round two. I'm flying solo for this one. To get another pod from Dan. This is a 7-pot SR Gigantic Red. As you can see, it lives up to the gigantic moniker. It's not the biggest pepper in the world, but for a capsicum chin ants pepper, this is pretty damn big. They tend to run a little bit smaller than this usually. So we're gonna stem pop and never stopping. Okay, so smells pretty warm. Ooh, it's always the red ones that make me cringe. And the placental tissue, you can see, is pretty saturated. It's got that nice golden brown color to it. But if you peer inside there, you can see that there's not that much happening on the actual inside wall of the pepper itself. So I'm gonna gauge this one's probably gonna be hotter than a habanero, but not ludicrously hot. I'm gonna remove the seeds and I'll be back at you in a minute. Alrighty then, it took quite a while to get all the seeds out of the both of those pods, so I'm back. Here's the after shot. And 7-pot SR Gigantic Red. Pretty tangy. Nice sweet. Not too tangy. But it's got a nice mellow fruity flavor. It's not too aromatic or anything. Trying to heat up a bit in the mouth. Tongue is starting to really pick up. I feel warm in my forehead.
Hello. 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 It's me on the video.
And who are you?
I'm working.
What's your name?
My name is Desmond Hendricks.
Underneath the tongue is picking up pretty strong. The whole top of the tongue is just whoom. And it's building. Whole circumference of my tongue is just like digging in. Really strong, sharp.
Oh.
In the throat here, and that's building too.
This pepper is a winky yellow. Oh.
That's a really, really hot one. Oh, the throat's really picking up. I'm feeling really down in the middle of my chest too. It's not picking up too much more in the throat or anything. Just feel a really strong burn right in here. And then lots of drool. Oh, man, the tongue is just really dug in. Okay, we're back about, we'll say about 15 to 20 minutes later with the 7-pot SR Gigantic Red. And yeah, I apologize for the lack of description at first, but I had some stuff to take care of with my son. It's about bedtime, so anyway, that was pretty hot. I'd probably put it around Fatali level. We're a little bit hotter. It wasn't quite as super hot, but definitely on the boundary. It was 6, 7, 800,000, somewhere in that range. So kind of a super hot, but yeah, it didn't really get all that much in the throat. Intensity-wise, it just kind of blossomed out, had a little focus, and then it kind of top of the tongue, roof of the mouth were going at a pretty good level for a while there. I can still feel it on my lips and a little bit down in here, tingling on the tongue and the roof of the mouth, but not a whole lot left. So yeah, it's holding on for a little bit, but it's definitely calmed down at this point. Flavor was really nice on that one. It wasn't too tangy, and it wasn't extremely sweet, but it had a good of both, and it was a very very mellow fruit flavor. It wasn't really bright fruity, and it wasn't musky or earthy or anything like that. So it was kind of an interesting uh, mark in the red Chinense flavor profile. Definitely had a similar to some of the red habaneros, but it wasn't quite as bright flavored, and of course the lack of tang and sweetness didn't bring out as much of the fruity notes either. But it was still a pleasant flavored pepper, and that would be great powdered or even just stir fried up into something, whatever you feel like. So yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Dan, for sending me that, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back at you with another one. I might film one more tonight. As you saw, my son Desmond holding up these. These are the final pods from Dan. They're yellow marugas, and yeah, I'll be doing one of those. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow, before I crack into the pods that Slade Russell sent me. I got about a dozen or so waiting for me from him in the fridge, looking nice, and a lot of them look nasty and mean. So, stay tuned for those. See you later, guys.